TWO, my boys, that's it. That is how many chapters we have left before the big 100. I am so hyped. Because that is just 2 weeks away, only 2 weeks, before we are blessed with such greatness. Oh my gosh. And what helps build that hype so much is that these chapters leading up to that monumental goal are such fire, dude. Bro, Eden Zero is just so good, bro. It's like a fire that is burning ever so brightly. And Hiro Mashima is just over there dumping that gasoline and that propane on this fire, bro, and it ain't going out anytime soon. And as if the manga being so good wasn't enough, Hiro Mashima officially announced that Eden Zero was getting an anime. We Eden Zero fans just out here eating, bro. Just eating, and eating good. But I will say, it hasn't all been good, right? And I think the people who are inside the community will know that as well. And it has nothing to do with Eden Zero itself. It has to do with people on the outside just coming in and straight up attacking Eden Zero. Because it feels like as soon as Hiro Mashima, not even then, not even when he announced the anime, it was back when chapter 97 dropped. There was like a crazy influx of people just bashing on the series. Like it came out of nowhere.
People were like, oh, it's Fairy Tail 2.0, oh my gosh, friendship power boost.
Hiro Mashima sucks, he's still making the same mistakes, the series is trash.
But the good old EZ community, bro, we put them dukes up and said, you ain't fit to disrespect EZ. For as many people as there are bashing the series, there's twice as many coming to its defense. And that is just one of the many reasons why I love the Eden Zero community. We don't take no type of BS. We will not allow the slander of this amazing masterpiece. But now with all that out of the way, let me actually get into this chapter. So chapter 98 starts out with some, some colored pages. Do y'all remember in my previous Eden Zero video when I was talking about having Hiro Mashima make me sweat looking at some pages, dog? Because, bro, except for Hermit, Lobelia, and Pino, because the SWAT team is at my door, except for them, all of these women be looking so fine, especially baby girl Witch. I've been saying since day one, she is just the baddest, the finest looking chick in EZ, and that is undeniable, irrefutable, indisputable. It's just a fact, okay? I posted on Twitter the day that I saw this image that Witch is fitting to make me act, man. Golly! Now, you might have thought that I messed up there and I should have said she gonna make me act up, but nah, bro. She gonna make me act, bro. She gonna make me perform, bro. Let me relax, okay? Let me dive into the actual chapter. But actually, I can't dive into the new stuff quite just yet because there's another colored page that I want to talk about, and it's the colored page featuring Demon King Shiki. And I want to talk about this picture because it shows something really interesting. It shows that the color of Shiki's ether, it's no longer green. It's more of a pinkish purplish type thing. Now, I have a real simple theory for this. It's just that when Shiki's ether is green, he can only manipulate the gravity that is around him. It doesn't give him, like, full control. Meaning his abilities are basically limited as compared to when he switches over to the pinkish purplish or Demon King or overdrive state, whatever you want to call it, where he can actually control gravity as opposed to just manipulating it. But now, finally, on to the actual chapter. Because in this monstrous form that Drakken Joe is in, he throws a punch and Shiki just catches it with ease, bro. And then he just starts pulling in the ceiling and the floor like he's a black hole. The chapter then goes to the Shining Stars and them trying to deal with the satellite. They try their normal attacks on it, but unfortunately they don't work because the satellite has a protection matrix. And that is when Witch comes up with the idea to use the main cannon of the Eden Zero to destroy the satellite. But Hermit says that that thing hasn't been used in ages and it probably doesn't even have half of an energy charge. However, Witch has a solution to the main cannon not having enough energy in order to fire, and that is using the Shining Star's own ether to make up the difference. But anyways, the chapter then goes over to Rebecca and Hamura and their situation, and Rebecca surprisingly breaks out of Drakken Joe's tentacles on her own. I mean, she had Happy's help, but it was basically on her own. Like, she shoots up the tentacles, and then she even frees Hamura as well, which I didn't see coming. As much as I don't not like Rebecca, but I'm pretty neutral on her and her character, I gotta admit, bro, she's got some GOAT moments. Now, before we go back to Drakken versus Shiki, there's one more thing that I want to point out here, and that's that Rebecca's ether gear activated. However, I don't actually think that she was the one that activated it, and I'll get back to that in a second, but now it is actually time to go to Drakken versus Shiki. So Shiki, after catching Drakken Joe's hand and having the ceiling and the floor being pulled towards him like a black hole. He then just explodes Draken's entire arm, dude. And while that's going on, simultaneously, the shining stars blow up this satellite. But anyways, back to Drakken Joe versus Shiki. So while Shiki and Drakken Joe are staring each other down, Drakken Joe actually has some past memories come to the surface. And here we get a little bit of Drakken Joe's past. We don't know what planet he was born on, but on this planet, apparently, the kids there are kind of used as guinea pigs, and that means that they don't really live very long. They only live about to the age of 15. But Drakken Joe, unlike the other kids, wasn't content with his life being so short. He wanted to live longer. He wanted to see other planets, do other things, so he got into alchemy, the secret art of transforming one type of matter into another. And that's when he got the idea about taking people's life and giving it to his own, so that he could extend his life, he could grow up, get stronger, he could meet lots of people, and possibly make friends. And this is where we get to the most intriguing part of the chapter, because Shiki apparently was seeing those memories as well. And that is when Drakken Joe explains that Shiki dragged the cat's memories with his gravity into this world. Now, remember when I said that I don't think that Rebecca was the one that activated Leaper? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Shiki. I don't necessarily know how, but it's not completely impossible for that to be the case here, because Shiki is directly tied to Leaper. So maybe either when he went into overdrive or when he did the black hole move, that activated Leaper, and then he used the gravity to pull the memories into this world, into himself, so that both he and Draken could see those memories. I don't know, it's kind of a wild theory, but I don't think it's too far-fetched. But anyways, Shiki then gets ready to attack, and he says, "You've lived long enough. It's time for you to go to sleep." And then he unleashes a Magimech attack Meteor Breaker! And it completely wipes away Draken's monstrous state. And might I just say, bro, that Magimech attack Meteor Breaker looked so clean. The art for Shiki here is just incredible. One of my favorite panels. Also, I know Shiki may look a little bit contradictory here because he first says, "Hey, I'll be your friend," and then he immediately follows it up by saying, "You've lived long enough, it's time for you to go to sleep." But I'm like 99% sure that when he was talking that ish, bro, saying you've lived long enough, he's mainly talking about like your tyranny has lived long enough. Like you being a bad guy, it's time for that dude to go to sleep, bro. It's time for us to be friends now. I don't know, though. Also, where is Jin? But anyways, thank you all very much for watching. I hope that you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Peace, everybody.